show. He wants you to come on the show.
Hi, who is that? Jazz?
That's Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz, I need you to bring you and your cousin to the show. We are in Dallas, in downtown Dallas. The Statler is behind me. I need these views up, and I need you to come to the show, man. She whispering. See, I can't hear what she said.
You probably didn't hear him. I'm gonna talk to you as soon as I get done, Jazz.
What? It's the first time I could.
Eyes and all.
If you knew who this was, do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
That's Erykah Badu's cousin. And
Oh.
and that's like his best friend.
I mean, I've met Erykah Badu before, but
You two niggas need to. Hold
well,
on.
because my friend Mike B does a lot of work for her.
All
He's
right,
a big
all right,
DJ.
we're going to pause on that.
Okay.
All right, let me intro this shit. Hey, y'all. Welcome back.
What up?
We are back. We are in a brand new studio, brand new digs. It is episode 17.
Hey.
Right. Yeah. We have moved up. We have video now. Things are changing. We're growing. It's a nice location.
It really is.
I like it. That voice that you hear is our
Not
brand.
me.
Definitely not him at all. The female voice that you hear is our new co-host. Oh,
Hey.
say hi to everybody.
Hello. Mwah.
If you'll bring the mic a little closer to you.
Oh yeah.
There
okay.
it is. There it
we
is.
go.
Yeah,
Here I
they're
go.
not as omnidirectional as I'd like for them to be. But we now have a brand new co-host. We have been needing a female perspective, and now we have one. So hopefully she gives y'all what y'all been asking for. T,
What up?
why do you have sunglasses on right now?
Because I'm a celebrity. You dig? That's why I got these bitches on. And it's a lot of light in here. When people see this shit, they're going to see there's a lot of light.
So they can finally see you,
Nah,
and they can finally see you.
I know.
They can finally see us. They can see us.
The first time,
Apparently
it
he
is
doesn't
what,
want
oh,
the
so that's a
light.
good thing. Like the first time they're going to get the chance to see
And the
us,
first time
what
she
was on
pods, she's sitting next to you. Good luck to you on that side of the table.
Oh, I have no problem.
I wish you
the
with
best.
this. I have
I
no
wish you
problem.
the
with this.
best.
I
Talk to
have
us all
no
out.
problem with this.
So what's been up, guys and girls? What's going on? How have y'all been?
I've
You know what? Let's bounce to you first.
Yes, ladies first.
How are you doing?
been
And
doing-
introduce yourself to our audience. You're now your audience as well. How are you doing? Introduce yourself. Explain your hat when you have a chance. Because I'm not privy, so introduce yourself.
Oh, hola. ¿Cómo estás, everybody? Hope you're doing great. I'm Miss O, which y'all don't need to know what my original name is. That's none of your business.
If they have the internet, they'll figure it out anyway.
I'm pretty sure,
whatever.
but still.
yeah.
But anyway.
She is a Afro-Latina, so that's why you hear her speak another language.
Definitely.
Tell them where you're from. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Like, really introduce yourself to the crowd.
So I'm originally from Panama. I'm also half West Indian. My mother is from Barbados. She's Bayesian, but she's definitely was raised in New York.
Wait, would you say Bayesian?
Bayesian. That's how
The
you
hell
say
is-
people from Barbados.
Is that a
You
real
say-
thing?
Yes.
I thought that was like black and Asian.
You do not call.
That's Blasian.
You,
Is that a-
She said
Bayesian. It's Bayesian. You do not
Bayesian.
call people from
Not like
Barbados.
Beijing, but Beijing.
Yeah.
Okay, teach
You're
me. I
not.
don't know.
Yeah, you're not gonna call people from Barbados Barbadians. So I was like, they'll tell you, what do you have?
Bayesian.
No. Yeah, they say barbaric.
you
Who
literally
barbaric here?
learn-
You know, they're gonna say stuff like that.
You literally learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and my mom, she was, she's from New York. That's where she was raised.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I came to the United States when I was like a baby. So
Give us some volume. We can't hear you. Don't be
Oh,
scared. Yeah.
yeah,
Give
so
it to
I
'em.
was definitely raised in
There
New
you go.
York. I left to live in the islands when I was about 10 or 11 years old with my brother Hebeto. And from there, we kind of just enjoy our life. It was very different on a very
I
small
can
speck of
imagine.
island.
Yeah. When I met you, you were already in Texas at that point. I met you
Oh,
through,
yeah.
through Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 2008, I think. So we've been friends for a while. So yeah. I
Yeah.
did not know you grew up in New York though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, cool.
Yes.
That's why we get along then.
Probably why.
I don't know if they get along with too many people from Dallas, to be quite honest, but that's why we get along.
Really?
Not very many. No.
I get
You
along
not from
with
Dallas?
everybody.
Are you from Dallas? Our
Nigga, you
photographer.
from Dallas, huh?
I know. So that means I know my people. Are you from Dallas? Where are you from? Our photographer is here too. Say what's up. Hey. Are you where you from? Oh, that makes sense.
I'm from New Orleans. You
Okay,
from
so we
what
just-
part? What part? Oh yeah, see that's.
Oh, that's
I
where
got people
Brandon's
out there.
from. This is like
I got people
oh,
out
that's
there.
cool. One of my closest friends is from Alexandria, Louisiana. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right. Well, O is also in the military, right?
I am
Your
in
army.
the
Are you a
Army.
sergeant? Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, she's also all about guns, so you two should get along great.
I mean, I'm an armorer. I wouldn't say I'm a gun enthusiast, but I do make sure that I learn my laws and everything like that. I make sure that I learn gun safety, but this is something that I have to do like
repeatedly.
repeatedly.
Of
I mean,
course.
especially when
Wait. Don't unpack it yet. Nope. We're going to get to the gun stuff. Hold on. I want you to hold on.
I wasn't saying anything.
Okay,
I was
okay.
just saying, you just,
All right,
I
all
do
right.
it every year.
Oh, I was about to say,
After-
don't dive into the gun shit just yet.
No, I'm not diving into that.
You're also a fashion designer.
I am.
As
I
well.
have my own brand.
I think we went to one of your plays or something as well at Fair Park.
Years ago.
Right, yeah. We went to a
Yeah.
play you directed, I believe. Or
I
you were a
did.
part of.
I was part of one. I did
Yeah.
help do a lot of backstage,
Just busy.
stuff. Yeah.
Just busy.
And then now
Yeah.
I'm like going really something that I've been wanting to do before plenty of times, because when I first was in college, the first thing I learned was 3D animation and character modeling, and that's
Yeah.
something that was very a big passion of me. My mom used to call me like a great imitator because I would imitate everybody. So
Oh, I need you to imitate T.
so
I'm gonna give you to the end of this
definitely
episode.
like I finally went into voice acting school, and I'm in love with my teacher. He's amazing.
That's dope.
And and everybody, they crack up every time because I'm always like on point. But I've been doing acting for a very long time,
That's dope.
even theater, so it's nothing new.
So she brings a lot to the table, to say the least.
Superstar.
In short, how have you been though? How's your week been? How's your weekend? How's your last week? Since the last time we talked to you on the show, which was the last episode we spoke to you, how's everything been going? In your personal life, everything cool?
Everything's good. I
Cool.
mean, especially because I think I was telling you about that one guy. that
Oh, we're
I
gonna
met.
get to your dating
Yeah.
life. That's later in the show. Yeah.
You want to get to my dating life?
Oh no, everyone's probably gonna want to know about your dating life. I don't have a dating life because obviously I'm taking. T doesn't have a dating life, but you do.
I'm very
T
single.
wouldn't have a dating life if he wasn't
Very
taken because
single.
T ain't got no game. So
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
you said-
everything's been going good.
that's what
yeah.
you think.
But yeah,
Let's
if
get
y'all want to hear that story,
Oh, we'll hear it
that
later.
that
Oh yeah, for
shit's
sure.
gonna be funny as
T,
Wally World.
how you been?
And I'm cool and I've been good.
Heard you out here shopping, apartment shopping. You moving around?
Yeah, man. I'm looking for a new apartment, so that
Yeah.
shit's going. It's going.
I know prices are ridiculous right now.
Yeah, the shit crazy with the prices, but
Yeah.
shit, everything good. Really, just getting ready for my daughter to start school August 8th, super early. So I'm just working on that, making sure she got everything she need,
Cool.
and spending time with the girls. It's summertime, so that's what most of my shit.
Oh, it's summertime. It's like 109 summertime.
I
Though. It's
know.
hot.
You can't even
hot.
really take them out to do nothing. Like
No.
my 3-year-old, it's too hot for her to go out.
Pitbull sweat.
It's
hot.
horrible.
So I sit at home playing with Play-Doh and shit all day. After when I ain't working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my life
Yeah.
is.
Well, for me, it's been going good. I've been busy, man. Like we've been growing a lot here with the show. We moved to a new studio. Hello Studios, thank you for having us. The owner is dope. They gave us a lot of valuable information last Friday with a training, which was cool. We have video access now. We have 3 different vibes we can choose from each show. That's kind of cool. We're on the 9th floor downtown. Looking at the Stadler, so that's cool. Looking at everything actually. We're in a nice little spot, so it's a cool vibe. It's different from what we're used to. Thank you, KFI. We appreciate y'all for everything that y'all did. You gave us 16 episodes to understand how to do this thing, so we appreciate it. We appreciate the space. We appreciate the time. We appreciate everything that you guys did for us. We moved to a space that was accommodating for what we need going forward, which is video and more access to more podcasters and things of that nature. So we're in a good space. We're in a really, really good space. So where do you guys want to take it to first? How about, I got you 2 in front of me, so I can just like go back and forth. Which
Oh
one?
my god.
Pause. Don't do that. I
I
saw the
was
face. I'm looking at your face on camera.
That's why I got these sunshades
Oh, hell
on.
no. That's not what I meant. I don't mean like that. Who wants to go? I'm going to let y'all go first. I'm always talking.
It's
So it's
always
nice to
ladies
have 2
first.
people to bounce it off of. So
Ladies,
go ahead.
okay,
It's
so
always ladies
Yeah,
first.
ladies first. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about today first?
definitely about the situation that's been going on for the past few weeks about the Highland Park shooting, and definitely about
Yeah,
just
condolences.
Condolences
Seriously.
to a lot of those families because it was extremely sad, especially
There
for that poor 2-year-old boy who
2-year-old boy. I don't know much about it. I know a little bit about the whole case, but not a lot because I haven't been keeping up with the news the past few weeks.
So a lot of the family that the victims that did die, I think now it's counted up to 7, and 20 people were injured. Amongst those that died there was this 2-year-old boy who was found under his father.
Oh, I think so. I think you
Yeah.
told me about this.
And he was orphaned, and his grandparents are now taking care of him. But it was just really, really sad to hear something like that.
But what is it about that specific shooting that made you want to talk about that one? Because we can go down the list of shootings.
No, we could go along the list.
I'm not saying that we
definitely.
have to, but no, I'm saying like what stood out about that one. You brought it up, so why that one?
I think it's because I'm just tired
Of
everything.
yeah, the gun
Because
violence.
it's, if you really want to take it to from before 2011, there was like gun violence that happened usually around every 6 months or so, statistically.
You mean of this
Well,
nature?
Of this nature, and
Oh,
the U.S. or
yeah,
even
wait,
gun violence.
What were
What you mean, like white people in suburban areas?
We're talking about in general.
No,
in
you're
the
talking about- I think
US,
you're talking
in
mass
general,
shootings.
Yeah, not
Oh.
only mass shootings, gun violence at the same time.
You
Oh
talk-
no, gun violence been crazy since COVID.
Right, but we're no. Statistically, in the U.S., before 2011, we're talking about 1982 up until 2011, there has been a span of gun violence or even equal to mass shootings within the span of 6 months. It started getting to around 2015 where it started getting into like 2 months. Now we're seeing in this day and age, bi-weekly,
Yeah.
or every month or close to every month. And it's just like, because like, first of all, the Buffalo shooting happened.
Mm-hmm.
Then a week later, Uvalde. Then a couple of days later was Tulsa. And then
I forgot about
yeah,
that.
and then we have, and now we have this.
It's like there's
And
so
it's
many
like
I forget. Like honestly, when you said Tulsa, I actually forgot it. But there's so many I literally forget which one's which.
I'm always listening to the world
Yeah.
because I've traveled so much around the world, and it just kind of pains me because because the day my sergeant called me, he's actually my battle.
Wait, I don't know what that means.
Battle buddy means like your comrade,
Like
your brother and sister in arms.
I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
your friend. And
All right.
so
Salute to the Army. I'm not a military dude, but salute to all military personnel.
It's
Yeah.
cool. But he was asking me, was I still interested in taking a full-time position in the Guard to be a supply sergeant? And I told him, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Because with everything that's going on, I don't know.
You don't
if
know
I
if
really-
you want
yeah.
to do military life?
I
or
don't know if I want to just
fight for this
continue to
country.
fight for this country anymore.
Oh, wow.
It is
Okay.
it's just a lot, especially as a woman.
Can I ask why it's different as a woman? Because I don't know anything about
Women
military or.
Women in the military go through a lot of shit, man.
I got you.
I mean, just not too long ago, I had one of my friends, like, she had a sexual harassment issue, and they did nothing. They did nothing
Oh, that's
for
wild.
her.
Shame on the Army for
But
that one.
they usually do. This is what the military does sometimes. And though they help sometimes there are good sergeants, there are good people that will help a soldier. Majority of the time, women, most of the time, sometimes get screwed over. And it's sad.
No, it is. But going back to the shooting,
Yeah.
but why? I guess my question is why do the shootings make you not want to fight for this country specifically? Like, I'm trying to make sense
they're
of it.
not. Because the thing is about it, Congress, a lot of them, every time these happens, they do nothing.
Okay.
Barely do anything.
Okay.
Now they do leave it up to the states, but a lot of states, if you can see, if you go on Wikipedia or you can just Google it, you can see what the gun laws there. A lot of them don't really require a lot of background checks.
Nope.
A lot of them don't.
Oh, you know this too?
No.
Oh yeah.
Chime in. Put your lips on the mic.
But
I can't barely hear you.
because
Not pause. Talk.
no, and because the gun laws and the United States is known to be a very lax country with lax gun laws.
But we know that's because there's
There's
a bottom dollar behind
There is
it.
yes.
There's revenue behind that.
True.
And
Anything
the
where-
problem, and it's the greed.
well, yeah,
It's
but
the greed and just not.
yeah.
I mean, just the other day, I think I told you, I was like, dude, I'm like, there's $300 that come out of my paycheck, and and they don't do anything.
$300 for what?
$300 of federal taxes that come out of my paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time.
Wait. Time out. Pause. They still charge the Army members federal taxes too,
honey.
but you putting your body on the line. I didn't know that.
No.
They tax y'all?
When people say,
did you know that?
When people say
I
I
don't know
pay
about
your
those.
Me either. I
salary,
didn't know that.
when they're saying I pay your salary, I'm like, shoot, I pay my salary too.
I didn't know that. I didn't. Why would they tax their own military personnel?
So we get taxed.
Yeah.
And in the National Guard, it's usually, it depends on your rank, and if you're doing drill or whatever, if you get like what $300, $400, they're probably gonna they'll take like $50 or $60 from you. Okay.
But you work for them, like directly, like you're
They
a part
don't care.
of the.
They don't care. That's what I'm telling you about.
I mean,
And then
I'm
on
not
my
surprised,
paycheck, and then my
Why?
paycheck with
'cause it's
Hilton,
the government.
yeah,
Bro. They gotta get their money.
take.
Uncle Sam got to get his money no matter
Yes.
what you do. And half of the shit wouldn't be illegal if there's a way for Uncle Sam to get a cut. If Uncle Sam can't get a cut, the shit's illegal.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
It's like you take it's exactly like me and my civilian job. They take about $306 every 2 weeks, and you're just like, well, I'm like, what are you doing for me? I'm giving you all this money for you to do not one thing for me. What are you doing for me? That's where a lot of people are today when it comes to women and their rights, when it comes to things like this.
So let me ask you this: what bothers you more? How many rights are being taken, or how many shootings are happening? Because to me,
They're both.
it's just as bad.
They're
like,
both. They're
I know
both
it's not
just as
physically
bad.
just as bad,
Because
but
you're
like
talking about a country that literally, even though the genocide that they have done, they left the British just to get their freedoms and stuff, and now they're trying to limit out a whole bunch of shit, which is crazy.
There's always going to be power and control in
course.
this country, so therefore I can understand why they keep taking things.
Yeah.
There's a profit behind. We talked about the stock part of it. If you're going to see all these things happening, always look at financially how you can probably gain from it, because really, truly, you always can. That's kind of the sad part about this country is there's literally monetary gain everywhere you look. I do hate that. I like that part of it because it's dope because you can make money here. It's one of those things. But I was talking to my coworker about this earlier, or my colleagues said it. Yeah, actually you can if you know how to play the stock market.
Yeah.
If you know how to play the real estate market, if you know how to play your investment portfolio correctly, yes, you can make money on either end of any tragedy that happens, whether it be the forefront where they got to supply the military for whatever. There's companies that have to do that. There's stocks that are buying that's money. Or if you have to worry about, if you're thinking about the gun ownership or guns being bought, there's stocks behind that. If you're thinking about the properties that they might build some of this shit on, there's property to be bought. There's always things that you can make money off of no matter what this country throws at you. That's kind of the cool part. But then to me, that's also the downside of it too, because then it creates an atmosphere where everybody becomes real greedy.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't see this country getting better in that aspect either. But
And that was a question that I did have to ask about that.
what's up?
Because with everything that's going on, and you said you don't see that the country can get any better, in that sense.
Yeah.
And the question I think I had was, if I'm looking at my notes,
Oh, she got the whole laptop.
I have the whole laptop.
T, you gotta have a laptop now.
No, it's all up here. I'm good.
No, I got my laptop
No.
out. You gotta have a laptop now.
Well, can the U.S. get to a place where we would where it would become safer, where it doesn't have to rely on the greed and the backs of others to just...
No.
I'll let you answer. Go first. I'll let you. I'm thinking, but I'll let you answer.
No, we can't, because America was born off of the backs of others.
Yeah, it was.
So you wanting that to happen is like a fairy being real.
You wanted to get to a safer place.
I think,
In what regard? You talking about shooting wise?
Okay. I got this from you, and I remember watching the Jordan Keebler show, because I love Jordan Keebler. He's really, really cool. So in Switzerland, everybody knows that Switzerland is literally a right to bear arms type country.
Right.
Okay. So they don't have, as much as they're like the U.S., they don't have the issues really that we fully have. And here, this is from an article that was from Vox that was talking about this, that different countries that have different gun laws. Perceived to have one of the more accepting cultures towards guns in Europe, laws let militia members in the country keep their issued personal weapons in their homes, and Swiss statutes and traditions respecting the right to bear arms.
What type of guns can they have, or can they have?
Here I'm
Okay, that's my
going
question.
to her. Okay. Private gun ownership generally requires a license for which an applicant must be at least 18 years of age, may not have been placed under guardianship, may not give cause of suspicion that he would endanger himself or others with the weapon.
Pause right there. How would they know that part?
They do pretty much. They do extensive background checks.
I would like to see.
And they can't. And not only that, the rifles and the semi-automatic long arms used for recreational hunters are exempt from the licensing requirements. But I believe semi-auto weapons they cannot use from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
So
Damn, my bad, Jinx. Go ahead.
So what's the question now? So because we talked
He's
about
saying, like,
My question was, how can we possibly get safer in the route? We're talking about the gun portion. Like, how can we get safer? Because our laws don't even allow for it to be that. Like, those laws she just said are totally different than any laws we have
if
here.
you're talking about, like, from what I was reading, like, you have places like Japan, unfortunately, what happened to the prime minister. But places like Japan, you can't even, a handgun is illegal, but you have to go through extensive background checks if you even want one. Even in the UK, you can't have a handgun without going through a background check, and then you have to have a reason why you need it.
How long or how extensive, and what's the time frame on their background
So
checks?
for Japan,
and what if y'all know, because y'all both have guns, what's the time frame on our? I don't have a gun, so
I believe for
how long is it
even
here?
one of the shotgun rifle owners in Japan, it took him almost like 10 years to go get his.
How long
weapon.
did it take you to get your license here, T?
a day.
you Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a
then
day.
It just had to mail. You talking about my concealed handgun?
Yeah.
I just had to do the class and then they mailed it to me.
Yeah.
You do the class, you pay for it.
A
and they mail it to
day?
you.
What about the background check?
They do that all within. So they do that.
Bro, it
before
takes
they-
longer to get a job.
So
serious?
So you talking about? Go ahead,
sorry
go ahead.
guys. So in the gun laws in Japan, it's to qualify for firearm license, potential buyer must attend an all-day class, pass a written test, and a shooting range test with an accuracy of at least 95%. They also must undergo a mental health evaluation and drug test, as well as a rigorous background check, including a review of your criminal record, personal debt, involvement in any organized crime, and relationships with family and friends. After obtaining a gun, the owner must register their weapon with the police, provide details of where their gun and ammunition is stored, and all that.
Okay.
So-
Don't give me all of it. I don't want the whole damn thing. But it's
but-
enough to let me know
Yeah.
that they have stricter gun laws, and that's
Yeah.
why they have less of a problem with guns.
True,
Yeah.
and that shit
It's a
was-
direct correlation.
And that's why it was a surprise when all that stuff happened with the prime minister. And really, the guy created a
handmade gun.
shot
Huh?
It was a handmade.
What you
gun.
talking
Yeah,
about?
it was a
He
handmade.
made it. It was a handmade gun that duct
with
tape
like
and
2
everything.
barrels.
So the whole thing behind it is that's great and all, but
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't fly in America because there's just as many people as there is here. There's guns.
There's actually like 4 times as many
Yeah.
guns as people now, because like
There was,
Exactly.
like,
So
yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes it harder. And then all those qualifications that they had,
Mm-hmm.
if they did that in America, somebody would sue because they feel like it's against their
There's
civil
civil
rights.
rights. And there was already
We
an
have
article.
we have too much leeway.
There
There's
was-
too much leeway
yeah. Mm-hmm.
in America for them to have stricter gun rules. Because I can get it's just like, for instance, the only reason I have 100-round clips and fucking semi-automatics and effing five.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I have it is because other people can have it. I don't fucking need it. I could do it with one gun and be good. But if fucking Billy got it and Jamal got it, you best believe T
why
gonna
you
have
gotta
it.
be Jamal, dog?
Nigga, because I said Billy. Fuck you want me to say?
My uncle's name is Billy. He black too. Why you
I
profiling
don't know
us?
back Billy, but it don't matter.
You sound like
whatever,
Bill
whatever your
Cosby
name is,
that
if
is,
they able to have
profiling
that
us.
shit, then I want it too.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's just how it is, and that's why we gonna have that shit.
I really.
And we weren't trying to go back to the gun law, guys. Like, I know, but
No.
it's a really a constant conversation because it just keeps happening. Like, I don't want to like sad us out either, but it really is a constant conversation. We've been dealing with these gun issues, respectively, probably since 2014. With
But I don't think
That's
it's
when I
a-
can remember
but
it
it's
really
not
popping off.
It's not a gun issue. It's a mental health issue because you got to look at
Well,
the
yeah,
people that's been
yeah.
doing the shit. Because they've been shooting in my hood since I was young, And that shit been going on, and that shit keep going on. But
I
this
think
shit
it's
is
both.
more important because it's suburban area, and these motherfuckers just killing people for no fucking reason. So it makes it more intriguing, and the shit is on the news. The shit's been happening. It's just if you look at the trail of the people who've done the shit, they all look the same. So if they see that shit, it's something mentally going on. Like it's mental health, because guns don't kill people. People kill people, honestly.
No, it's true.
I mean,
It's absolutely
you
true.
can throw a fucking, if you got a hair trigger, hair trigger gun, you could throw it and it's gonna go off, but
I
it ain't
hate
guaranteed to hit somebody.
What's a
but
hair trigger?
I
a person.
hate that saying
Please,
so bad.
please teach me with a
But I
hair
mean,
trigger.
but that's the truth.
It is not.
What's a hair trigger?
No,
truth.
it's just no.
It's the
Because
That's not the truth.
these weapons like this, like those, like an AR-15, which does damage, literally, that does damage to your body,
Yeah.
put holes and disintegrate your goddamn bones. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a dangerous weapon that should not be in the hands of
Anybody.
anybody.
You're right.
These are weapons that are destructive, like a gun. Even though, like, you hit somebody with a handgun, it looks like a knife is being stabbed at you, like you got stabbed by a knife.
Yeah.
But an AR-15, the bullets, the ammunition for that thing will blow a hole through you, and then you lose an arm. You lose
Everything.
it. Yeah, it's the
Right.
trauma that it does. But
See, I
to
don't
me,
even have a gun.
people
I
do.
got two.
Can I have one?
We
ARs.
understand. We do
ARs.
understand that, yes, people can be insane,
Yeah.
and that they do kill masses of them. They do, like, people with mental issues that are given these weapons that get a hold of them
Well,
will do some fucked up damage.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you could make the rules stricter, and it might reduce collateral damage. But I mean, the shootings they're gonna keep happening. It might go back to the numbers we used to have, but that's still happening. I don't know if we ever actually truly get rid of it. I don't see.
I
that
mean,
happening.
you don't need an AR-15, but
You don't need an AR.
you don't. And I got two of them. You don't need them, but
I just don't.
As
think
you
But
say,
it's
hold on.
good.
As you say, you don't need one. You also backdoor and said, but I got two. You don't
Yeah.
need either one.
I don't.
But you said you
But again, like I told you, if other people have them, then I'd rather be prepared, because that's what these niggas walk around with, Dracos and shit. They hear this shit on records,
I have
and they walk
no
around with these
clue
type of
why.
guns. So like,
What is a Draco? For
it's
our
a,
listening audience, I don't know what that is.
it's a rifle, and it shoots seven. It's a rifle, and it's a very powerful rifle. Like I have a 5.56, 223. It shoot both, but
For all you people who have guns, you know exactly what he's talking
But-
about. I'm totally not.
But the whole thing
I
about
don't
it
know.
is, you don't need assault rifles. You don't. But as long as they keep selling them and letting them be
Do we
legal,
even need weapons?
No.
It's because you don't. Half of y'all have weapons because you can't fight.
But
I'm gonna say that you can. If you see me, you can punch me. But half of y'all have weapons because you don't know how to fight.
first of all, I have.
I'd rather
two,
whoop your ass in a hand-to-hand
have-
combat or get my ass whooped than have someone
But
shoot me
that's-
or shoot at somebody.
But in the military, we're learning hand-to-hand combat, and we're learning about.
No, I
shooting
think that
somebody,
people in
yeah.
society don't have guns or have guns because
Yeah.
they don't know how to fight.
Of course, they don't.
Like, how many people do you see getting? You remember people used to get knocked out in them videos? Remember that shit back in the day?
In the 90s,
You don't
it
s-
used to be like,
Yes, used to get slept. Like people used to just walk around knocking the shit out of people.
Yeah.
But see, and then it took you to knock out the wrong little nigga, and he went and got his 38. and
No.
that's how it happened.
I know, but he should have learned how to fight.
But if he
Yeah, I
little
learned
and a
how to
big
fight
nigga
as a
bullying
kid.
that nigga, that's what
Yeah.
he fit. The only way he gonna stop bullying him is if he hit that nigga with a
Shit.
pipe or you shoot him, and nigga gonna shoot him.
I remember when my brother was
That's just
getting
what it
in
is.
trouble in
I'm not
school.
saying the shit is right, but there's some little nigga out here who's 12 or 13 who's getting bullied on that feels like, all right, I'm gonna go grab this tool and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It's
See,
not
now-
right
see,
shit,
now I feel
but that's
bad.
what they do. We
I
gonna
mean,
talk
you
about
brought it
all.
up.
You
Now I
sure?
feel horrible. I feel sorry, little kid is getting beat up, but don't shoot nobody. Just run. Be a bitch. I don't care.
Nah, don't
But-
be a-
You
but-
can live and you can be a bitch and live tomorrow and not kill anybody. They can all
Nah,
live.
see,
Just be a.
But
just
no,
be
that's
a,
not
Just
the
run and go get
the
self-defense.
real- No. What needs to be done with that is there's a reason why the bully's doing that, because he got some type of shit that's going on in his life or some type of trauma that's causing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay. Well, then, bully, go get therapy, and dude that you keep getting your ass whooped, go
That's
get
not my
therapy
business.
and some self-defense, and
That
then
is
just
not my business.
what?
If the bully has an issue with it, see, when I was a kid, no, when I was a kid, and there was people who used to try and mess with me because I looked very different. I had eczema all over my body, and I had no eyebrows, and like at my home, the house was just really stressful.
Yeah.
But I was the victim with a surprise. I was gonna kick your ass, and I will make sure you
Yeah.
hurt. Like if I was gonna down, somebody was gonna go down. But my mother taught me that. She's like, "Mommy, don't let anybody fuck with you."
But
okay, that was it.
But did you shoot anybody?
Hell no.
Okay.
I beat their ass though.
So then,
But again,
you just proved my point. You learn how to fight, right?
But
Yeah.
again,
I've been fighting for years.
But again, we're talking about back then. That's not now. And that's
It's
the whole
not-
thing about
it's
it.
not.
Can we just start fight clubs again? For real?
I think
That'd
if
be-
No,
everybody.
for real. I'm trying to. I would go to if I like fighting.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I might
like,
not look like I like fighting, but I enjoyed organized fight when I was a kid. I grew up with taekwondo and boxing and karate and all that shit. I don't mind fighting, but I fight when I'm supposed to, when I have to.
Of course.
But if we
that's
had like
usually
a
what
fight
you're
club where
taught.
we could settle some shit, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
You know, I'm gonna go very nerd on this one.
And then you can explain the hat later on. But is this part of your nerd?
Yes, this is
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z, definitely.
I told her, as soon as I
Did you
saw
know
it, I
that?
said, go. My daughter watch all that shit. I told her, as soon as I
I
saw
mean,
it,
you watch it too.
I said it's Goku. Yeah, my daughter watch it.
All right then.
I watch
So you know-
Coco Melon, Paw Patrol. Nigga,
He said Coco.
I watch all that shit. I got a 12-year-old and a 3-year-old. I watch.
My
all
daughter
kind
listens
of
to the Gap Band. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
shit. As soon as your daughter get a hold of Coco Melon, you gonna be watching that shit. You can play.
No, I
if you
put
want.
it on, but then I put the Gap Band on. She just be jigging. Like, she likes the Gap Band. She like all that shit.
Oh,
Earth, Wind,
yeah.
and Fire, all that. Like, we don't do too much TV at my house. We do a lot of music, though.
That's really cool.
Yeah. She won't be shooting
I
nobody.
mean-
She gonna whoop somebody's ass, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Our
hey,
daughters need to be learn. We can make them fight. Not make. Oh, that sounds bad.
That sounds
not
so.
bad.
I, kn-
Let me
I
go
knew
back.
where you were
Let me
about to
s-
go with that.
Let me go back.
Bro,
Holy
my
shit.
daughter is the size of a 5-year-old. You sure you
Let
want to
me
do this?
go
with her?
back.
Your daughter not even 1. What you mean? When your
Like-
daughter turned 5, my daughter gonna look like she's 10. Like, you sure you want to do this? Look at Sierra. Sierra's 5'9" and 12 with a size 9. Like,
hit my
let's do this
microphone.
shit.
She might drag.
Okay,
But yeah,
let's not
but
do
I
that.
said, but I was saying going nerd. Sometimes I wish, and I know that
You wish
this is
what?
gonna sound really nerdy and geeky, but I do wish that things were won by Gundam fighting.
The hell is
Oh,
that?
well,
You know, you know what
If-
Gundam was.
What is
Good.
that?
if that, I mean, we don't-
Gundam
I need
was.
the camera to
don't
see my
think-
You
face.
need the.
What?
You don't know.
What?
You don't know what Gundam is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Some-
That's
Somebody
like
comment on what that is. I know she's about to explain, but maybe you nerds out there listening.
There's like different
I have no
shows
idea.
about Gundam, and there's one show I forgot what show.
Are you
it
talking
was.
about the song?
No,
no,
it's
no.
Gun-
I got the
Gundam the show.
beat. Okay, I'm way off.
Gundam fighting. So there was this one Gundam series that pretty much like it was different countries that had different Gundam fighting robots, and they would
Oh,
pit with each other, and that's how they won wars. By
So you're
just
talking
those
about,
like
like,
one appointment
Titanfall?
and one appointment.
like Titanfall.
It's kind of like Titanfall, but
See, I'm
it's
kinda-
Gundam.
see, I'm
you
with
gotta
y'all.
you gotta like
No,
just
you're
look
not.
it up.
Yes, I am.
No,
she
yeah.
said it's something like that, but Gundam.
It's
So that's
Gundam.
nothing like
I
the
beat
same.
Titanfall too. So what's up?
So that's not-
So I can be a part of the whole thing. Like I'm
But
I'm
that
one
that's
with y'all.
it's a more peaceful way not to like for everybody not to die.
So you're saying we need to have Titanfall?
We just need.
Do
Yeah,
you realize
I
that would
think-
be a lot more destructive? That'd be like Power
No, you
Rangers
just
on
have like a big
steroids.
fucking arena. That's how they did it in Gundam. They had a big motherfucking
So
arena.
first of all, we're about to go
It's
into the
badass.
metaverse, and then we're gonna solve gun problems with robots.
I just feel like that should be.
So we just
I just
we,
wish it
here at the
was.
Prophetic Podcast, we figured out that we could solve gun problems with robots in big ass stadiums and metaverse.
You know,
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you, if there was Gundams, all right, and,
T,
and
help me,
people had
please.
a whole, and people had a chance to learn how to fight with the Gundam, I'm telling you, there will be no issues whatsoever. I promise you.
T, help
I
me.
promise you. People will be like, man, look at me. Woo!
You're serious?
I'm so serious. I'm
Yeah,
so
right?
serious.
Like,
They can
what?
customize their big ass guns and shit.
Does
They
she
can
smoke the shit that you smoking right now?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
being honest. Like Gundams usually have like really cool swords and really cool guns, and they get to weaponize their robots and shit, and they get to be in
Look
them
at
and
me.
operate
Let her
them.
do her.
Look at me.
I'm just saying.
Look at me.
You're not about to do
We're
that.
not about to solve shit with no big ass robots.
But it does for the anime.
Let her live her best life.
That's
It's
her
an
worst
imaginative.
life.
That's her
She
best
finna destroy
life,
half
shit.
of downtown with these dumbass
No,
robots.
not
The
if
hell
you
is-
have like a big ass fucking
Tax is about to be
arena.
high as shit.
You talking about
Everybody
tax? You got a
tax out
robot
there.
tax. You see a Gundam tax on your damn on your return, you'll be pissed off.
Okay, but I'm
$200.
making like $1 million something, so because you win
Nah.
money. You win
What
money.
movie have you been watching before you showed up?
You
here today?
never seen.
When you got in your car to come here today, the first thing you thought about is we could solve gun problems with Gundam fighting.
That's what
No.
I.
When you were in traffic on the way here, that's what crossed your brain.
Well, you know.
That's kind of how I crossed my
And you
brain.
mean to tell me you didn't smoke nothing before you got here?
No, it's just my nerd creative mind
Okay.
and its atmosphere.
All right. So now that we've literally unpacked gun problems, T, save me, please. What did you want to talk about?
You see, I made you laugh.
Oh hell.
Because that's how you feel the silver lining.
T, save me. What did you want to talk about?
Gundam.
Nope. This is bullshit. I didn't sign up for this shit today. You're not gonna move me to the 9th floor by the Statler and talk about fucking robot fighting. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
You know what? I would have to say that, people do need to love themselves more and just
Low-key,
take a chill pill.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry. If we can all have that,
You
in
can
our
say it.
lives. I mean,
You
if
mean smoke weed?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
if you have
What?
what I'm saying is, yes, if you have some ganja in your life, you could be like the people in Cali. Because
Yeah.
I've been
honestly.
to
Well-
LA. No.
them
Let me
niggas-
tell you, no.
niggas
I've
be
been to
banging.
LA twice. These people like to hike and they like to get it in with
No,
the
I respect
smoke,
that. 'Cause
man.
every time I go hiking,
I've never seen
Yeah.
so calm people. Even the freaking homeless at the beach is chilling.
But
All
no-
right, so
no, do you remember the first time? Like, not the first. It's like maybe when Ben got back from Seattle. Like, remember that episode? We talked about hiking in Seattle, about smoking and hiking. Yeah, you're not wrong. He
Seattle
lived in
different.
Seattle for a while, and I visited.
I was
fucking
dying.
Amazing.
I just want to let you know,
Dying-
as much as
dying.
I'm an athlete and I do, bodybuilding and doing my wellness stuff for competition next year, I don't care. I went on that damn hike. I have
Oh, yeah.
ruck marched my ass as a soldier, but nothing can compare to the excruciating pain of those hills in
love it.
California.
That's actually what.
Congratulations, but I don't. I almost died.
No, real talk. If y'all want to go, me and my boy Brandon Smith, shout out to Brandon Smith. We go
You
every
can't
weekend. We go every weekend out to. I'm not going. Never mind. Let me not tell you where I go, just in case y'all get weird. We go hiking somewhere in the Metroplex every weekend.
Just because you said that, now I'm gonna just look at you and go like
Don't
that.
you hashtag shit. Don't geotag. Don't do nothing.
Hashtag
Don't
High
y'all
Mountain
tell.
Pass, you
Don't none of
guys.
y'all that know where I hike tell nobody shit. We got some weird
Whatever.
ass fans.
Yeah, you brought it up.
You're gonna have that one chick that was married to the black cop trying to come beat me up in the woods. I don't want that
Oh,
happening.
that
So
shit! I will never. Ever since you told me that thing, I mean, like,
Oh,
it's
man.
kind of funny. Just
Don't do her
when you
dirty.
told me. No, I'm not doing her dirty.
She did herself dirty.
She sounded like she wanted to tell
She-
that story forever. She was like, "I'm about to go and tell my story. Listen up."
She really wanted. We didn't stop talking about it. She really wants to get on this girl's ass. I'm gonna let you. No, leave her alone. Leave her alone.
No, she need to leave us alone.
Leave her
She's
alone.
telling stories that don't compare.
She's a nice lady. She's a nice lady. T.
Now she's a nice lady.
So what you got? You want to talk about what? Money. We had a long conversation. You called me the other day, and I want you to tell people what the conversation that we had the other day, please.
Bro,
Come on, man.
you think I remember that shit? That was from
Oh,
Thursday?
Jesus.
I'm in the process
You
of moving.
called to thank me, so I remember
I'm
it
in the
because you
process
never
of
thanked me
moving.
for shit. So I remember it.
Thursday. Oh, yeah, so the whole thing about the credit thing, just...
Well, slow down. Tell them what happened. Tell them the conversation we had. Then we can get into the credit thing. Because I want you to tell them what you said, because you said that it was something that you could tell people where you're from. You said, okay, let me try to remember it. Let me try to paraphrase.
Yeah, I've been moving
You
for
said,
real.
right, me too. You said that you called to thank me because you said that everything I had been talking to you about as far as money.
I got you. I remember.
Okay, all right, cool.
So, yeah, I reached back out to Drew because I had the situation where I was trying to get something and my credit was kind of preventing me from doing it. And when I say prevent me from doing it, it's like having your credit a certain credit score or whatever, and you're not going into doing the extra work to find out exactly what your credit entails. Like,
So credit
people
data.
know that, yeah. So you know that you have a credit score that's kind of like your social security number, but it decides, your credit score decides everything that you can do. Like you limit, the lower your score is, the limited you are, the better your score is, the more you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. So I had a situation where I was trying to get something and my score wasn't right. So they told me, hey, if you want to know what's going on, go run a credit report, see what's going on. So I ran a credit report, and shit since I was maybe 25 was just sitting on there just saying that I had a zero balance, or I had to say just something that was just preventing me from doing exactly what I needed to do. And the crazy part about it was, after talking to people, because I don't really, in the black community, talking about credit is not something that we usually
It's usually people keep it private, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be too private. But after talking to some people, like for instance, talking to Drew, I found out that a lot of the things that I had that was zeroed out that I already paid off can get off of my credit and help my credit score rise. Because I've been working on my credit for some years, and I was like, shit, maybe it's gonna go up next year. Maybe it's gonna go up next year. Paying off cards. If you have debt on the card, pay it off. Making sure that I'm doing what I need to do to make sure my girls are good whenever I want to get a house. So I was like, I'm just doing it. I'm gonna be all right. But come to find out, it's more than just paying off cards. It's you doing your due diligence, or you having somebody else do it if you don't know how to do it. Find out what's on your credit, because something as simple as making sure your name is spelled wrong. Or if your name is spelled wrong, could be something to increase your credit limit. If you have something where your address, you're no longer living there and you take it off, can increase your credit score. It's so many things that we don't know about credit and what we need to do to get good credit, because cash is good. Everybody out there that do cash is good. But if you really want to have things and do things, you need to have a credit line. Credit is key.
And healthy credit.
And healthy credit.
Yeah.
Credit the right way, not taking 10,000 and deciding to put it in the bank account all at one time, which you should never do. Always keep it under 10. Do like 8 or 7. But anyway, something like that. The real thing is just, owning being responsible for what you do. So Drew used to always say how when he was in college, they would send him credit card offers. I went to community college, and I got the same offers. They were a lot lower, but I fucking did them because it was like, pretty much made it seem as if it was free money.
They get us all like that, honestly. 18, I think everybody gets hit with a credit card. You're like, shit, we go buy shit. But it's like they don't tell our kids how to use that. Because you can have a credit card. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it's probably better to have one than not have one.
It's always
It's just
good.
that we don't ever know how to use that. So no one will ever tell you that if you keep it under 5% as far as how much you spend every month and pay it immediately when you get the statement, that it'll keep your balance or keep your credit score high. No one ever tells you that if you pay on it, even if you have something that's in default or behind, if you just pay on it all the way through, never let it really go behind. Like I'm saying, you can have a higher balance, but as long as you're paying on the balance, it won't hit your credit in a negative way. Like they don't tell you those kinds of things.
I'm gonna say this, in whenever you use this credit up and you owe the people and you have to pay these people their money back, it's nothing personal. It doesn't matter what color you it is. It's never personal. It's you use the money, so you got to pay that shit back. And sometimes I got people that's like, oh, well, they did that shit because of no. None of this shit is personal. It's all business. So if you go out there and you spend $1,000 on the credit card, they're expecting you to pay that shit back. It's not free money. No such thing as free shit. And I don't want you to ever look at these credit card offers or talk to somebody and think that this is free money. I'm just going to run it up and let the credit card die off in a couple of years. No, if you want to establish something, have something in the future, whether you a doughboy, whether you have a legit job, whatever it is, you want that house for your kids, you want that fucking business, you want that pool in the backyard, make sure you take care of your shit and just don't let that shit build up and you think it's just going to all be free money. Because it's not. You got to pay those people back, period.
And again, if you're going to charge things, here's the thing that people don't, and this is just us giving you our advice from our point of view, our experiences. So let's say you get a $100 card and you want to get gas for $20. Pay the $20 back at the end of the month. It's okay. Just pay it off. Or if you can't afford to use any of it at that time, do not. Or use as much as you can within your limit. The thing is, a lot of people, when I say within your limit, I don't mean within your credit card limit. I mean within your actual financial limit. Like if you know that you're struggling, don't go max out credit cards. Don't do that, because then you can't afford to give it back, and then here you are in this cycle of having lower credit and having these high balances and high APRs and things of that nature. So
let me put it
your means, honestly.
Let me put it in this phrase for you. If they give you a $5,000 limit and you only make $2,000 a month, don't spend the $5,000.
Don't even spend the $2,000.
It's not hard, because they'll come at you with these prices and be like, "Oh, I'll give you a $5,000 car, $7,000." Don't be fooled because they give you that money. That doesn't mean that you're worth it. And what I mean by that is that doesn't mean that you are making the type of money where you can just spend that and pay it off within a month. You don't want to pay this shit off over time. When they send you the little invoice and they say, if you pay $10 a month, you'll pay it off in 87 months. You don't want that shit.
No.
That's not like, I got all this extra money and I can just pay $10. That's not what that means. You want to pay the shit off as soon as you can. Because if you pay it for 2 years, the amount of interest that you paid, you're gonna look like a dumbass and be like, why did I do that?
You
Because
literally,
they
you
told
literally
you-
almost pay for 2
Same.
cards with the interest.
Exactly.
Honestly, like,
It's because they told you this little number of $10, and you're like, you know what? I could pay this over 2 years. Let me get this for $10 a month, this for $10 a month, and now you got 5 or 6 things, and you're like, I pay $60 a month. I'm paying my bills. No, you're not. You're paying that shit for 2 years for a fucking iPhone, for a fucking Apple TV, for fucking shoes.
you know,
Think about the shit before you do
what
it.
you can do if you want to get a credit card, you want to put if you want to practice good habits, put Netflix on your credit card. Just pick one thing that's cheap that you look at every month. Like put your apps on your credit card. Like put I don't know Prime or Paramount Plus or Peacock, whatever. Put that on your credit card. I have that on one of my credit cards. I have one credit card that literally just pays for apps, and I just pay at the end of the month. It's just so I can keep my credit going up.
Just
I
do
don't
s-
really have to do it that way. I
Yeah.
can pay the app directly, or I could use my credit as leverage to get the app paid, and then I pay the credit, and now I got it's a win-win. It gets paid, my credit goes up. So you just got to be smart with your credit. You got to be smart with your money.
Exactly. Like I don't pay anything with my debit card. I pay everything with credit cards, and I pay the
Word.
credit cards off. And there's a reason why I do that.
Points.
And if you don't understand, then when you get old enough, you will understand. Or write in if you want to know more, because I don't want to give you stuff and you just be like, I didn't want to know that. But all I can tell you is, if you pay for something with a credit card, just pay the shit off. Don't be another statistic in a sense of being in debt. The worst thing you want to do is be in debt
Debt.
for anything.
And if you want to have cool credit cards with a high ass credit score, you can get an American Express Black. You can get
Church.
Capital One Venture,
Church.
Chase Sapphire. When you start getting them offers, you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Until you start seeing those, you're not doing the right thing. So
But the biggest thing I
yeah.
want y'all to know is just pay your credit cards.
Yes,
That's the most
yes,
important thing
yes.
out of all this. Make sure you understand your credit health. And if you don't, find somebody, or you can look it up. Google that shit. Like, don't be stupid and think you can't do it. You could Google anything you want. If you Google in how to have healthy credit and figure it out, take notes. You'll take notes for anything else. You want the fucking Balenciagas that come out, you're going to make that fucking money.
Balenciaga.
So, whatever the fuck it
ugliest
is.
damn shoes.
Whatever
Ugh.
you wanna do. Alexander McQueen, whatever you want to spend all this outrageous amount of money
Some
on,
Pumas, be normal.
and put that money to the side and invest in. Man, we're going to keep talking. Y'all just stay tuned.
Y'all ask us
I'll be
anything you
honest,
want.
yeah.
No, y'all write in and ask us things because we want to increase engagement and we want to break this fourth wall and really have a community. So
Yeah.
whatever y'all hear on the show that you want to know about, A, get your notepad out because we're probably always going to drop little gems. B, feel free to ask us, reach out, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff too. But ask us stuff for real. Like pick our brains and allow us to think and help you. And then if we don't know, I know a lot of people, T knows a lot of people, O knows a lot of people, I'm sure our photographer knows a ton of people. We can find the answer you're looking for. So we're trying to be a wealth of knowledge to our listeners for sure. Shout out to you for real for calling me back. Because not to say that you never thank me for anything. I'm not going to say that, but
Church.
the conversation was unexpected. I was driving home from work. I didn't know what the hell you were calling me for. They didn't have no show that day. Our kids weren't hanging out. I'm like, why does this dude call me right now? I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm listening to some music. But when I picked up and I let you talk, I just listened to you. You said thank you. And to me, like Black Man and Black Man, that was cool because for one thing, a lot of times we don't just congratulate each other or appreciate each other. Man to man, we don't. We don't thank each other. We don't show any kind of gratitude. We just kind of move through life. Not that we don't appreciate it internally, but we don't express it. And so for you to call me and tell me that you appreciated the information, that it helps you, that was cool to me. That actually was humbling for me because I really do want to help everybody, especially the people that I sit right next to. And
Hey,
so
man, I'ma
shout
tell
out
you-
to you for real.
I'm going to tell you this. Like, no matter what your background is or whatever it is, you always have to level up. You always want to go to the next level in your life. And if you keep doing the
Yeah.
same shit
Yeah.
and you just keep going the same way and you thinking that way is the best way, you'll never know if it's the best way if you don't try other things. I never tried what Drew said. I used to always be against
Cash,
it because
cash,
I grew up
cash.
in a certain way where I thought that was what it was. But sometimes you have to step back and look at everything and say, you know what? Let me take this advice from Drew. Let me take this advice from O, or whatever it may be. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But at least you can say you did it. And
Yeah,
the
and then
whole
you
thing
try
behind it.
that stuff, and then as you try things, you find your own way to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
things.
I
Oh,
mean,
chime in.
I
Go ahead.
I definitely agree with you always want to move up in life.
Yeah.
I'm for one that I tell my soldiers that if you want to get ahead and even in your military career. But I think I started realizing that even more so when my ex-boyfriend and me, we broke up.
Mhm.
And at first we both support each other for about 4 years.
You mean like your financial?
Yeah,
and everything?
financial.
Okay.
You know, Patrick. He
Oh,
was
that's
really
cute.
sweet.
Oh, I
yeah.
remember that dude.
Patrick?
You remember
Yeah,
Patrick?
little
talking
Patrick.
about-
He was
Yeah.
cool. Wait.
Yeah,
Was
you
that
talking about the
Asian?
fly in
Asian,
the
Asian.
fly in
Okay,
the fly in the elevator?
Wow.
You know what?
Wow.
You have to against
You're
fly in
not.
the
You are not making friends with a fly in the elevator, dog.
What did
are
I
you
say? What did I say? That I was gonna name the fly in the elevator.
Patrick? But that's just weird.
That's not the same dude.
That's not the same. He's not Ant-Man. What the hell are you talking about?
Anyways,
My bad.
Right.
back to what I was saying.
Let's go. My
After
bad.
I was really interrupted.
My
Thank
bad.
you, sir.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Carry on.
so with that, when he joined the Navy, I was still,
I didn't
kind
know
of
he was
in
military. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was military. That's
he's
cool.
Navy. He joined the Navy before I joined the Army, which is ironic because my mom says I should have joined the Navy. But I remember where he was going, and I couldn't understand it because when he left, he was moving on, and I was still stuck in my
remember
air,
where he was going,
like
meaning
where he was
geographically?
going, like where he was going in
His
life.
career?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
His
Okay.
career
I
and
got you.
where
I got you.
Patrick wanted to be, he just
Skyrocketed.
he just skyrocketed, but I still stayed in the same place.
Okay, let me ask you quick. What place is that though? Like,
Just
because I've always known you
like
to be doing.
I went to fashion school,
I got
but
you.
I wasn't making the right amount of money. I was stagnating, and I was listening to a lot of get rich quick schemes from my aunt and everything like that, which led a lot of things down the hole. And I don't blame my aunt for anything like that. She's a very sweet woman and everything, and I love her very much. But a lot of the ideologies, it just wasn't there for me.
Financially, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, I was still living with my mom, and my family, my whole entire family, which is not a problem in our culture, because usually you live in the house until you get married.
But I'm guessing the financial piece is absent.
It just, Patrick just didn't, it was just a no. Especially after the fact that when he was leaving, he really wanted us to actually permanently move in together before he left. And my mom cussed his ass out, and it was unnecessary. And
But my question is, financially,
it was just
give me that. Yeah. How financially, how has your life been? Because he was telling me that he has some issues financially.
Financially, I was only making like $600 every 2 weeks.
Oh, because you're military. Damn, I forgot about that.
No, this was working for anthropology at the time.
Oh, I don't know that part.
What's that?
But-
Oh, that's a dope story. But you don't want to pay for it.
But
It's a dope story. Yeah.
Okay.
and it just I wasn't happy.
So
Especially
when did you
kinda-
figure out? When did you start figuring out the things he was talking about with credit and finances and things of that nature?
When I joined the military, and I didn't join the military for no noble cause, okay? Everybody, it's like, man, I needed
What?
service. I did not join for this
Why'd
noble.
you join the military then?
I joined
the
to
money?
get the hell out of my mom's house, and
I thought
thought
she was
like
gonna- I thought she
every
was gonna say
and
for the
thought
dudes.
the hell no, but no.
Oh, okay.
I
mean,
left.
they're there.
It was funny because when I was in basic, the first day we got shark attack, and after it was over, shark attack is
What
like
is that?
when you get off the bus, you have a bunch of drill sergeants screaming at you, and you have to hold your duffel bag or 2 duffel bags, and you're just carrying them above your head, and they're just yelling at you to form up with the heavy bag, and then you gotta keep it over your
And
head.
that's when you learned about
Yeah.
credit?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What?
no.
No. So when did you learn about money? Like, I want to know when did you learn about the flow?
The military helped me learn about money.
What did they teach you though?
Just the same thing that T was talking about.
Okay.
Finances, investments.
Was this structurally
first
taught, or
it-
this was like people
No,
in the military?
this was class. They actually have financial classes in the
Time the
military.
fuck
That's
out.
crazy.
They
Hold
do.
on. Time
crazy.
out. That's gonna piss me off.
Because
You have financial literacy classes in the military, but you can't give it to public education or just schools. Like,
no,
how's
they
it-
do.
We don't
Sometimes
get
they
financial.
do.
There's no financial
there's
literacy
no-
classes.
Oh no, they don't. Not in civilian life, but we do have it for soldiers. Definitely.
That's bullshit.
But
We
these
are paying y'all salary, all of y'all. Why are we not getting that
You
kind
heard
of
that we're
information?
not paying the salary, and maybe they want to open
Okay.
up. Maybe they want to
But-
get a house in
But
Germany.
the
or
point
something.
is, like, how could you give that information to the military and not to the civilians that you're protecting? That makes no sense to me.
I mean, you can't take courses
Man, get the fuck out.
on YouTube.
Come on. No, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But the thing is about it, like, my first step of getting ahead in life was to first leave my mom's house,
Of course.
and then was to experience things that I think that I never thought I would experience before. Okay, I've never slept in a damn hole that I had to dig up myself. I've had dirt kicked in my face. I got shot at. Like, it's insane.
Wait a minute, they did all this shit and then said, "Oh, by the way, you need to make sure
No,
you keep your credit score high." What
and basic,
the military?
they really do.
It's
But
a
it
lot.
did teach me a lot
Yeah, I'm
in
sure
life.
did.
It taught me
Yeah.
to move up. It taught me to. Without the military, I wouldn't be able to have the job I have, and because of that, I was able to save a lot of money. I was
Yeah.
able to everything that I learned financial wise. Because they do teach that in basic. They have like little classes like that
That's
in
so
basic.
crazy.
And then in AIT, when you go to advanced individual training, they actually have somebody again come in who, and these are people who are teaching the class are actually previous service members.
This is why.
These are veterans
So this would
teaching
be
financial classes.
not to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
This
it's
is
okay.
why most military personnel that I have encountered have been financially pretty sound. Like literally every last
Oh, yeah.
every military person that I've come across and like actually encountered, they've actually been like really dope with money.
Yeah,
And
we have it.
Pat
I
is
never really
set.
I never really thought about it, but that makes sense though. Like,
Pat is set. Do you understand? He is set. Like
all y'all are.
Like
you got
he's
the
good.
information.
And so, especially now, like if I go on deployment, I'm making money. Okay, I'm making money, and not only that, I love it because I get to save my money and I don't really use it. That's
so
it.
crazy.
And that's what I get to do. That's what I love. Like
Yo,
when I went on this last mission, what I do, shoot, I was saving all my money.
Not for nothing. It's like the perfect setup.
Yeah.
You get paid. They teach you how to use the money they're paying you, which isn't always a lot.
They
sometimes.
provide those courses,
But
when
then
people
they
come
give
in.
you the information, and then like you can actually use the information because you're not having to pay for things as a regular civilian. So,
I'm telling
man,
you, people. Let me tell you something.
I wouldn't
There's
go to the
pros
military,
and-
but for that,
There's pros and cons because
yeah,
when you're a young soldier, you want to get as much as education as you possibly can. And if any soldiers are hearing me, young soldiers, privates, or whatever, I'd suggest you do so. Please take
please
advantage.
listen, young soldiers, all
Please.
millions of you.
I
all of
say,
you.
please take advantage
Yeah,
of what they can give you. If it's offered, do it. If the financial part is offered, do it. Go to those finance classes because they're amazing, and also the instructor's always funny anyway.
and for you civilians,
yeah,
like you said, you could probably find these classes now
Oh, yeah.
because it's a pretty hot topic. So you should be able to find financial lit classes at any local place, at college, wherever. Just look for it. And if you can't, or go online if you have access to the internet, go online.
Yep.
And make yourself aware of what he talked about, credit, what she talked about, saving, what I talk about, investing, crypto, real estate, anything surrounding money, because the infrastructure that we know is going to change. And most things will be decentralized in our lifetime. So you probably should be ahead of the curve and start learning these things so that you can put yourself in a position to prosper and not fall behind the curve. You don't want to be on the bad and the negative end of all the shit that's going to change. You want to be ahead of the curve. So start now. And start, if you have questions, like I said, just ask us.
Yes.
Start with one thing. Don't try to attack it all. Like, that's me. I'll try to read it
Not
all.
only that,
Credit, maybe crypto or what, but just start somewhere.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
my job also, Hilton offers services like that. Actually, they'll pay for what you're trying to learn. I mean, well, the military pay for my project management, but if you want to advance your career, also if you have working for a company that offers to advance your education and
Take
it because Hilton offers so many programs. They're like, just let us know because we want you to succeed in your career, whether it be Hilton or someplace else. If your job is letting you know that this is what they can do for you, do it, please, because you want to get ahead, just like T said. In your life, you don't want to stay stagnant. The hell,
No.
don't stay stagnant in your
No.
life because you're just
No.
gonna have stagnant people, and you don't want that.
I'll give you all the things. I'll give you all a little taste of what I'm working on now. And this is not something I talk about very openly, but I will. I am working on my credit so that I can get an FHA loan, so I can get a property and turn that shit into an Airbnb. That is currently what I'm working on. And I'm not
That's a
too far.
smart
I'm
move.
not too far from doing it because I want passive income. I want to make money while I'm taking a shit. I want to make money while I'm asleep, showering. If I'm fishing with y'all, if we're out hiking somewhere, I want to make money no matter what I'm doing. And I don't want to have to be under somebody's time clock
Yep.
to make that money. And so I'm going to go and do that. And as that property happens and it starts to give me profit, I'm going to buy another property with that money. And you keep it going. You let your assets buy you more assets. You ever see that shirt from EYL, assets over liabilities? They're not playing. That's a real thing. You want your assets to outlive your liabilities. You want your liabilities to be as short-lived as possible. So I'm trying to put myself and my family in a position to where I don't have to worry about asking somebody for a raise, or asking somebody for the day off, or telling somebody, oh, my kid got sick, or I'm going to be a few minutes late. I don't want to do none of that shit no more. I want to just wake up, go check on my properties, come do this show with y'all, go look at my investment portfolio, go look at other investment opportunities, have these business meetings, maybe start like I want to do other shit. I don't want to be on nobody's time clock. I know anybody listening does not either. And you don't have to necessarily do real estate, but find yourself an investment that you like and understand it and invest in it and make sure that it is going to make you a profit either in the long term or the short term, preferably long term so you can have passive income. But yes, find yourself investments, make yourself aware of how this shit works because like I said, the world that we know is quickly changing.
Very.
You can see it. So, y'all go ahead.
I mean, I want an empire myself. I've always
like
wanted
the show?
it. No records. I can sing, I can hold a note. But
don't hold that note ever again. Leave that shit at home. Don't bring leave that note at the house.
Anyway.
Okay, T, your turn. Go ahead, T. Pop one off. Go ahead. You want to hit the bass line? No?
All right, Ike, go ahead.
Ike.
Yeah.
Ike was whoop. Ike didn't sing, did he?
Welcome the job
Ike Turner?
in the city.
Was that him?
Yeah.
Y'all, I didn't know.
For the man every night and day.
I didn't know.
But
I thought he was just whooping her ass the whole year. I didn't know he was actually.
God, Jesus.
I didn't know.
You need to watch what's love got to do with it.
Oh, my bad. I shook the camera, my bad. I thought he was just whooping. I didn't know. Y'all.
Bless your soul.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. My bad.
But
Anyways.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like I've always wanted to have my own anime cafe since I was 18 years old. And that is something that I've been wanting, especially that I used to, and still up to this day, visit my family in Japan as well.
That's dope.
And because I have the niche for it, because I know the Japanese culture and everything like that, I just want to, share a little bit of my experience in the anime culture. That is such a big market here. To somewhere it's a sense of community that I want us to have.
So you want to find a way to invest into that.
I do because
not for nothing. The anime community is huge, so it's not like it's a bad idea.
But I want us to have a sense of community because every time we're always like, we always meet each other at conventions or whatever like that. But I want someplace like we can just sit and eat and have a good day.
That's kind of cool, actually.
I have seen.
I'm not into anime, but that's actually really cool.
But the cafes and the pop-up shops and everything that I've experienced, staying or visiting every time in Japan, I actually want to bring that experience here.
Wait a minute. Was it you that said you like Afro Samurai?
No, it was not me.
Was it you? Do you watch anime at all?
Yes.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know a really curious thing where the thought of Afro Samurai came from?
I have no idea.
Okay. So
random,
I know it's random, but you said Afro Samurai,
yeah.
But I love Afro Samurai. So if anybody didn't know, Afro Samurai, the idea for this character came from the first black samurai that ever lived in Japan.
Bruce Leroy.
Yes, Yasuke. Yasuke was his name.
Bruce Leroy.
And they have his armor in a Japanese museum. But yeah, he was the first black samurai.
Yeah, Bruce Leroy is a real story. What you talking about? It's based on a true.
Yeah. But
isn't Golden Child a real story too? No?
It's not.
Whatever you want to do.
Golden Child.
Whatever
I want the sword.
Oh,
please.
Oh,
but yeah, Yasuke was his name.
That's cool.
Yeah, he pretty much at the time when Nobunaga was alive.
Well,
before he was,
we're down a wormhole. Who is Nobunaga? What the
Nobunaga
hell?
was
I thought Nobu was a restaurant in L.A. I didn't.
Nobu.
Nobunaga.
Nobu is a sushi restaurant in Miami too. I thought it is.
Well, if you play Dynasty Warriors, they talk about Nobunaga.
Did you say Duck? I thought for some reason I heard. I don't know why I heard Duck Dynasty.
I'm such a geek and a dork.
I thought you said Duck Dynasty. I was like, I didn't know Duck Dynasty were samurais. That's fucking cool too.
No. It's called Dynasty Warriors.
My bad.
Dynasty Warriors.
I don't know what I heard.
Oh, no.
My bad. All right.
No.
What else? All right. Enough of this tangent. What else y'all want to get to today? I know we got more to talk about. Come on. Oh, you know what? Yes, we do. Let's talk about your dating life. Let's end the show on a positive note.
Oh.
Tell us about you. No, actually, I don't know if that's positive because it's a shitty ass date. But tell us about your.
No. Let me tell you about it. I don't even know if it was a date because I don't think it was.
let us two gentlemen tell you if it was a date. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you that it's not.
Okay.
Okay,
All
let's get it.
Let's hear this.
Wednesday, not Wednesday. I don't know, but it was somewhere on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I went out. I went out to go to Walmart.
Wally World.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
picking up some common essentials. Okay.
Huh? Was it like hot Cheetos or something?
Common essentials.
Oh, like milk, eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like lady
like
products.
food
So you
for
was
the
at
house.
Walmart making groceries. Okay.
Okay.
Just a
All right, we
little
got
bit,
you.
yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah.
Common essentials, we got you.
So
Follow.
I was passing. I was just, I was coming from. I forgot where I was coming from, but I was dressed I was dressed really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, but I went to stop into Walmart to go and get whatever common essential I need.
Yeah.
So when I was heading, I was in the aisle, and this guy, he stopped me. Like, I was looking at him, he was looking at me. I was like, well, damn.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, he's good looking.
I didn't think people still did that.
No,
Honestly,
but so he
Anything's possible
stopped
at
me.
Wally
World. Yeah,
So
word, yeah.
he stopped me, and then he has this raspy voice, really deep raspy voice, and he
Come
was
on,
just
man.
like, hey, he was like, I just want to let you know what's your, your electric company, and I said green house energy, whatever.
Timeout. This dude stopped you, hit you. The opening line was
For
what's your
sale,
electric?
he's in
Oh.
sales. He was asking
I
what
thought
the
he was just shopping. I was like, what?
No, he was asking
I said
me
the
like
world
he
is
was in
different.
sales.
Okay.
So-
okay. You good.
So all of a sudden, right, I said, my brother's paid the bill because he was asking about how much how much I pay in the cost of the electric bill. I said, I don't know because my brother's pay for it. Oh, really? He was just like, so he was like, so is you, your brother, your husband, you? And I
he's
said,
smooth.
no, I said, I'm
He's
not
smooth.
married. He
What the
said,
fuck does
so
that
is
make
you,
you
your
smooth?
boy, so it's you.
Because I know what he about to do.
It's your boyfriend. It's you, your brothers, and your boyfriend. I said, I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, so you're single? And I'm
Knew it.
like,
Boom.
yeah.
Told you.
Yes. Let me be honest with you. He was adorable. He was
Okay.
so adorable. He's
So
really
y'all-
good looking. So we exchanged numbers.
Uh-huh.
But the way how he did, he was like, hey, bust out your phone. And I was like, why I have to bust out my phone? He was just like, you know what? Let me get your number since you don't want to do that.
What is that?
It's my phone.
I thought you put that shit on silent. What is that?
No, it's my alarm.
Oh, why do you have an alarm right now? I was like, who is listening to anime?
Because I don't normally do this stuff. My bad.
Turn that shit off. What the hell is
I'm
going
so sorry.
John, we got time edits.
Sorry.
So how did it end up being a date?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Sorry.
Get to the good stuff.
Okay. No, well,
His whack game
he
is
finally,
not working for me.
yeah. So pretty much, he wind up saying, "Hey, what are you doing today?" I said, "Oh, I'm gonna."
He is quick with it.
He was real
He's
quick
trying-
with it.
He trying to.
No. So he was asking, like, the minute I went
Oh, grab a
home,
purse
it
off the
was
table.
sorry.
No,
The
you
minute
good, you
I
good.
went home, it was actually the next day. My best friend Trom came into town, and we were going into Addison. This is where it gets crazy. I tell him, hey, I'm going to Addison to go and see my friends at Sherlock's. What's Sherlock's? I tell him it's a Irish pub. All right. The time comes.
let you
I'm
finish,
going.
but I'm
No.
gonna tell you
The
where you fucked
time.
up.
No. Like no. Okay. Let me finish.
No, I am. I'm gonna tell you in a
All
minute. Go
right.
ahead.
The time came for because I'm wondering where he is because he said he was gonna meet me out there. No, he calls me and say, "Oh, where you're at?" I'm like, "I'm in Addison." "Oh, I'm in Addison too." "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Okay." So,
Because
So then-
continue. No,
so
go ahead.
then-
Go ahead. This is getting good. Go ahead.
so then he sends me the address of where he is. He's 20 minutes away
Did
from
you
Addison.
ask him for
This
the
is
address?
yes, I did.
Okay.
He's 20 minutes away. He was in downtown Dallas.
Yeah, Addison's not 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
So I was just like, you know what? I want to go out. Let me go out. So he went to this club. I'll be honest. I think I was talking to T downstairs about this, but As somebody who's Afro-Latina, I'm very different from a different crowd of black culture. This culture right here, man, the bumping, the bumping people, catching attitudes, talking to the security guard and shit like that because you can't get in, so you're
from the
upset that
islands
you
is
kind of
different.
and bumping people and not saying excuse me and acting stupid. And then when I finally get into the place, I'm looking all over for him and his phone is dead, but I go outside of the patio and this shit right here, because now I'm gonna tell you why people think I'm different, why you say I'm different. I stand out so bad that this guy literally be like, hey, how you doing? You look like a teacher and shit. And I was just
Wait, the dude you're supposed to meet with? Oh.
This random dude. He like, literally, I didn't even look what he looked like. I didn't turn to what he looked like yet. He literally said it out of the blue.
Where the fuck are you
Man,
at?
he was like, you look like a teacher.
Wait, where were you?
I don't know. I can't remember the place.
Were you drunk?
No.
Oh. Wait, where was the creepy dude at?
Look like
On the porch. On the porch.
Wait, he was there?
Yeah, like the guy who said I look like a teacher was on outside
Creepy
of the porch.
dude that got your number at Walmart. Where was he at?
He was on the VIP area.
So he found you.
No, I found him.
So you're the creep.
Oh.
I am not the creep.
You found him.
He asked me to come.
Oh, okay. All
He's
right.
the one who asked me
So
to
then
come.
where did they go wrong? You found him? You're
I
happy?
was
He was
trying to
adorable?
contact him I was trying to contact him. When I finally got in, I was looking for where the booth that he said to go to.
You say he was adorable, though.
He is adorable.
So what went wrong?
It was the fact that I was trying to find him first. I couldn't find him.
That's what's wrong with the date?
No.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
what?
but
I was
it
about
was
to say,
just.
that's the
I'm
one- that's
giving, I'm giving you the story. So I was in there, and the guy was like, "Man, you look like a teacher." Shit, and I said, "Who the hell?" I was like, "Excuse me." He's just like, "Man, you look all smart and shit. And you look like a teacher. You just don't look like you just from around here." And
Why
I
does
was
he sound
like,
like Uncle Ruckus?
I was like, okay. So
Told you,
I
boy.
finally met, like, after dealing with the random stupid ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I finally found dude, adorable dude. He's like, oh, yo, whatever. I was like, hey,
Question.
whatever.
Was he still adorable?
Yes, he was still adorable.
Okay.
I mean, his dress was, he was dressed to, like,
Did he have
really
his
nice.
his energy shirt on, or he had switched out?
No,
Okay.
he had like this. It's cute. It was like a really nice top.
I really didn't.
Okay,
I
okay,
just want to
whatever.
make sure he wasn't in uniform.
No,
Okay,
no.
we're
So
good.
what? Okay, so what? I was like, yeah. I was like, he was like, hey, my friend, he has a Lamborghini, and I was like,
Okay.
I was like, okay, let's go real quick.
Go what?
Go
Take a
where to your Lamborghini?
Is
to
it
your
his or his
friend's-
friends?
It's his friends.
Hey dudes, don't do that. That's weird. Don't.
He takes
don't do
me
that.
to the Lambo, and I'm like, "Are you gonna take me to my car?" Because my car was parked. Because I was telling him, like, he was asking me where I was parked. I said I was parked a couple of blocks ahead. He's like, "Oh, okay." And that's when he said, "My friend has a Lambo."
Okay.
Okay, let me take you to it. He takes me to the Lambo in the parking lot, and he's like, "Here we are," and I'm like,
Okay.
I see where this is going. Keep going.
and I'm like,
I think I might see where this is going too.
yeah. And so I said, dude, I don't care about your friend's Lambo. I just want to get to my car. Oh, then let me walk you. So I look at him and I'm like,
Wait, does he not have a car?
him and his friend carpooled together.
Who the fuck carpools in a Lamborghini?
Right. Okay.
Get a car.
So this is why. So this happened. This is where it gets. This is where his comment that he told me, which I'm gonna get to that, which was really hilarious, because I'm walking with them and everything like that, and I told him, I said, "Do you really think that it was really smart of you to actually tell me that your friend has a Lambo when you can't even drive it to take me to my fucking car?"
Oh no, you did him like don't do him like that on the
No,
walk.
I really did. Cause that's where, like,
See,
and I'm in heels, and you're gonna, like, I don't care, cause your friend could be living in the goddamn Lambo. I don't really give a shit. I don't
like
care.
a Datezilla.
No, you have
This
me
poor
walk
man, he
in
might not even
here.
have no damn car. Maybe he just was trying. He was just
What-
grabbing his straws.
So
You done made him feel
anyway-
y'all not going on a second date. I can tell you that
No.
now.
Anyway,
Okay, yeah,
anyway, so we get to my car. He starts talking to me or whatever like that. He was like, "Man, you sound like somebody's wife."
Somebody's wife?
I said, you sound like, you can have somebody, you can be somebody's wife." And I was just like, "What, because I'm fucking real?"
Okay, question. How did he
Like-
look at you when he said that, though?
He didn't look at me like it was, it sounded like he was trying to say it in a good way or something like that.
But what, did he give you context? Like,
No,
understand
like
what's
he
going
did
on right
not
now.
give me any context. And I was just like, okay.
your dating life sucks.
I'm telling you. No, I haven't dated in so long, but I'm all, it was weird. And then, poor thing, I felt so bad because his friend left him.
Oh, so he don't have a right.
His friend left him while I was
Wait,
headed
wait,
back.
wait, wait,
His
wait,
friend
wait.
left him in the Lambo and had
Hold on.
another girl in the
Hold on.
car.
So he doesn't have a car. He walked you down the street. Now you don't have a ride with you or the. So how did you get back?
I wound up picking him up. He was sitting on the
Oh,
rock.
no, man.
And I said, "You lucky you're adorable." I said, "You're lucky you're adorable because I would have left your ass on that rock while you made the pebbles your pillow." And
Okay.
he said, "Oh
Adorable
shit."
or not, he could have sat on that rock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
you
after
gotta do
that,
better. You gotta do better.
after
Where were you at?
but we were in downtown. We were in downtown.
Downtown Dallas?
Downtown Dallas.
And you said they had pebbles and rocks?
He was
does he
sitting-
live down here?
Yeah, he lives.
No,
like
I mean, does
30
he live down here? Like,
He lives in Dallas.
like
yeah.
Panhandle live?
30 minutes away from.
Oh, he don't live on the streets.
No.
Okay, well that's good, I guess.
So
man. Hey, I'm gonna
the
tell you
next
something. We got to hook you up. That's horrible.
no, I don't want to.
You sure?
No, I'm
Audience,
very sure.
after you've heard this fucking god awful story for the past 10, 15 minutes, can you please give her a
No,
better date?
I'll be honest with you. Even the next day happened. He sends me a text message. This is on the 3rd. This is on the 4th.
sent you a
Actually,
what?
He sends me a text message. It wasn't even a message. It was an e-bright.
I know I'm an asshole.
I'm not about to.
I'm sorry. I was like, what?
No,
I'm not
no,
sure.
no.
I was like, what the fuck you just said to me?
This is where it gets. This is where it
gets
gets
worse?
No,
Oh, please don't
no.
tell me
This
it gets
is
worse.
where I had to really. This was just a no. I had to really say, when he sent me that e-bright, whatever. I asked, "What the fuck is this?" He was just like,
Why did you respond?
"Oh, you were asking to," because I'll be honest with you. I just had to.
Why?
It's the next thing that I was about to say.
But why?
Because I felt the need to.
I know, but why?
Because I wanted to.
Do you like him?
No.
Oh, you better
No.
than me.
But you gave him a ride home.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. After that,
Did y'all make out on the way home? Y'all hold hands, kiss, hug? Did he nothing? Y'all ain't knock one out real
She
quick?
about to
Nothing.
Kamehameha your ass. She better.
No, I'm just saying, like you say he was adorable. I'm trying to figure out where the good part is.
oh, you
Did
said making out.
Did y'all ew, you
What's that?
you are kissing this shit. Y'all were kissing.
I did. I kissed him. He
You
was
picked the
cute.
dude, the homeless dude, up and started making out with him in the car.
I know. It was great. Anyway.
Okay, audience.
As long as y'all wasn't hunching.
No. But we did not have sex.
As long as
whatsoever.
y'all
There
wasn't
was a
hunching.
hell
I'm starting not to believe you anymore.
no. Oh, it's okay. Anyway.
I think so.
Anyway.
You know what? This is ended.
No,
this
it's
is
okay.
ended.
No. But I did make out with him. And then after that, he went to his place. But when he sent me that e-bright, I was wondering what was the purpose of that. He was like, "Oh, there's a pool party." I said, "I really
he
don't
trying
want to
still.
go." And I said, "I don't want to go." And he's like, "Why is the 4th of July?" I said, "I don't want to go with you."
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it because you don't have a car, you can't get there, or is it?
I don't care what
Oh, okay.
car he don't have.
Sorry, I don't know.
I don't care.
So why did you want to go?
Hell no.
You already gave him a ride home and made out with him. What's the difference now?
It's a no.
Okay, well then.
It's a no.
So your dating life, needless to say, is not going that great.
I'm not really dating anybody.
Yeah, cut that. Yeah, cut it. This story is rough, man.
I was like,
This is the
damn.
worst. I thought you about this is the worst dating story. You got to go out and find you some quality men.
No.
quality women.
I have been. I've been single for about 3 years.
Don't
now.
you date women as well?
I do.
You're
But I've been single
pansexual,
for
is that what it is?
pansexual, yes.
Yeah,
but
you
I
might
have
need
been,
to
but I
switch it
have
up,
been
though.
single for 3 years. It
See-
was a little bit. It was a little bit of adventure. To be honest with you, it was a little bit of adventure. But
gotta
that's.
help him.
But that, to me personally,
Help him.
I understand. I would have to say, that was all my fault
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I did want some type of adventure, but it was the wrong type of adventures. Ladies, please don't.
What
It was
What
the-
adventure were you looking for?
So you
I
saw
just
him
wanted
at
I wanted like
Your back blown out? I thought that's what you said, adventure.
No, like I
Did
guess
you
I
wanna be-
wanted to have like a little bit of fun with this person, not sexually, but I did want to go to a club because I don't go to the club like
then why
that.
if you wanted to have a venture, you should
Go-
just went to Top Golf or something.
Yeah, you should have went
But-
bungee jumping. or
But
some
like
shit.
I said, it was my fault. I thought I would at least experience something different, but
Wait,
I
what-
have not dated in a long time.
What was the
I
last
tried.
date you went on before that?
You just was looking for a little sneaky link.
That's what I did. That's
No,
what I said
because
too.
if so, I would already fucked him already, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't.
True.
I didn't.
I don't know what you wanted. You just
I
was,
just,
I don't understand.
I just,
you know what? He must have just been that cute to your son.
he was just cute.
Time out.
That's
Can
what
you
it is.
explain to T what pansexual is? Because he looks super confused. When you said you were pansexual, he started doing. I don't know what he was adding. I'm
trying
not
to
sure what he was
count.
adding because he started doing this kind of
I was
shit.
trying to count. like,
Count what?
It's just somebody. It's somebody who can date anybody. They're comfortable with
I
dating.
thought that was
anybody.
bi.
Though that's somebody who
No-
dates
no
a
li-
man,
no
a man or
lie.
a woman.
That would be. I can see where that could be
But
confusing for.
that's like you can date a man, you could date a woman or whatever. But a
But I thi-
pansexual, you can date like somebody who's transgender.
I was
you
about
can
to
play
say,
somebody
yeah.
who's non-binary.
But that's
you
a
can do all
that's
that
a
stuff.
that's a
so
man
bi,
or-
I think bi is binary. Like it's a woman
It's
or a
a
man.
non-binary is somebody who doesn't
Yeah,
identify
Yeah.
with gender.
Am I wrong in saying that? Is bisexual basically binary? Is I don't know. I don't.
No,
I-
bisexual is just like I
I
can
like
date a
men
man
or I
a
like, but it
woman.
doesn't include transgender, or does it?
But
I
include-
don't know. Like these
know
days,
what,
they
I'm just-
probably do.
This is where I get
but
confused.
I know.
I'm
Well,
not-
I know
I'm
that.
I'm not trying to like piss
But
anybody
I
off,
know.
but I don't
But I know
know.
that pansexual involves everybody. Like you
Okay.
can date. Like if you're,
Oh,
you can date a
you can
trans
date,
man.
like,
You can date a
Asians,
trans woman.
blacks.
You
Right.
can,
That's why I said
you can
bisexual
date,
won't be that then.
That's what you mean?
What happened? what just?
I said so she could. So
What'd
she
you
could date-
say?
I said so she could
Wait,
date-
what did he say?
she
What did
looked
he
like
say?
her soul just got snatched.
What the fuck did you say?
I was-
Wait, what did he say? What did you say?
I said so she could date like Asians, blacks, Hispanics, like.
So
Nigga, that's
trans-
interracial dating. What the-
Shit, I'm trying to.
we all do that. That's not
It's
that.
a lot
That's
of-
no.
Everybody
it's a lot of-
does
it's a lot
that.
of
T.
being thrown around. I'm
Man.
just trying to-
Do
it's
you
a
know
lot
the
of-
whole acronym LGBTQIA plus? Come on, bro.
What's the plus? Yo, just
The plus
yo,
I don't know. What's the plus? No,
I don't know.
Somebody.
I to be honest with you, I'm
Okay,
old school.
okay.
It's something that young kids be making. I'm trying to figure it out. But listen,
And we didn't mean to get on this like wild ass
No,
tangent, but
no.
whatever. We here now. We
We're
don't know how we
here.
landed here, but we
This
We're
Drew
here.
shit.
We
Drew
here
shit.
now.
Drew did this shit.
I
Drew
don't know
intentionally
what the
does this
plus
shit.
is.
don't
I
know
really
either.
don't, because they keep saying that there's millions.
Would
of,
you be the plus?
Only plus I know is
They
Disney
said
Plus.
LGBT.
Well, if you want to get into LGBTQIA plus, Disney is definitely an ally. So that's cool.
They are definitely.
You
It's called
kinda-
Disney
you kinda
Plus for a
there.
reason. Okay.
Is that what the plus is for? Oh, we
No,
figured
it's
something
not.
out.
That's
At
what the plus is for
Prophetic
Disney.
Podcast, we figured
No,
out that
it's
the plus
not.
in Disney.
I thought
we
it was just
figured-
like.
So what if Disney is just a big ass acronym? Ooh.
So what is? So if you don't do Disney Plus, what movies they play?
I don't know if they. I
Netflix?
think you got to do the plus. You're forced.
But you can't just get Disney.
No, you can.
No.
It's just
Oh,
Disney.
So we figured it out. The
Alright.
plus. Oh, so
It's
that's
just Disney Plus.
so the plus is just for Disney.
Why
Why
you
you keep doing more
snapping
takes?
the
I don't know, bro.
goddamn-
Do it again. It's on
Start
video.
the-
Go ahead. Do it again.
Let's
Why-
start the shit over.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
No, but to
I'm
be
lost.
honest with
We-
you,
we-
I
we-
have not dated in a very, very long time. It has been a very long time. However,
This
be
means we get
honest,
to hear
I-
a lot about your dating life. Then this is gonna be
I
fun.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. I don't need to be with somebody. It's nice to be with somebody,
Wait, would
but
pansexual be like thruples too? Is that like a thruple? I don't know.
That's like
I
try
don't
like
know.
tricycle, right? I'm so confused. What the fuck is going on?
at least
That's like
I'm not.
try, right?
At least
Sorry.
I'm not opening my coochie for just anybody.
Whoa.
The shit has cobwebs.
Hot
alright.
topic.
Okay,
Jeez.
but no.
She said this shit has cobwebs.
You heard it here. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
You gotta go. Whew. You know,
Oh, no.
anyway.
I'm done, man.
Okay, we went from guns to credit to coochie cobwebs to your horrible ass date.
It was horrible. It was
Oh,
horrible.
man.
And, you know, it's partially my fault. Because when I told my brothers are like, what he said, you are smart. He's like, no, you're intelligent as
Did they tell
fuck.
you was smart, you was
Important and kind and
You looks like a teacher.
he looks like a teacher.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. That dude, that probably would have been your adventure. The dude that said you look like a, that would have been
He was
that would
more
have been
fun.
the one. Yeah,
He was more
Wait,
fun than
Was he
him.
adorable?
You know what? He
hell no.
was not adorable at
starting to-
all, but he was funny as hell.
questioning-
And I would rather hang out with somebody that is extremely funny than hang out with anybody like what I just had to
You a
experience.
tall drunk of coconut water.
You know, because I'll be honest with you, that smirk that I made when he said that, it almost had me laughing.
Wait, how old was this dude? He's like old school.
I don't know.
Would he look
I don't
older?
know. He looked like he was in like his early 30s, probably 20s. Yeah, he was
This
a
don't
light
make
skinned
no sense
motherfucker.
Got me
He
an
was
Afro
he was
Latina
light skinned as hell. He was light skinned too.
Afro Latina.
She's African and Latino.
He looked just like a teacher.
it's
Let me go
Afro-
and get on.
2 for 1.
Let me go and get in that.
All right, goddamn.
done.
All right, all right, let's wrap this shit. This just wrap this. This is ridiculous. All right, y'all.
Woo.
So you got to meet O in all her glory, Jesus.
I'm telling you.
so happy
I'm
that you.
sorry.
Thank
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah.
man. Hey, by the way, let me wrap up by saying some other positive stuff that we've had growing for the show real quick. We have a Patreon coming at some point. Our lost episode that we talking Jesus Christ that we speak about every now and then.
Clubbing?
Our lost episode that we speak about will be on Patreon at some point. There is a
Yes.
30-minute video of us just saying all kinds of salacious shit. So Jesus, we have
Not
a
me,
web.
though. I'm not on
Oh no,
that
you're
shit.
in that video.
No.
You was yeah. Oh yeah. You want to say
T
something?
has nothing to do with that.
He was in the video.
T does not agree to any
We have-
views or things of any
All right,
other
it's,
nature.
it's all right. We got we have a website coming as well. We will finally be putting together this merchandise package in the fall. I'm thinking about putting it on Patreon. I'm thinking about putting it on. I don't know where to put it yet. I haven't figured that out. So we'll
I'm
have
selling my
merch.
breath in a bag. Only here.
So if you want to buy heat,
You got that heat in a Ziploc bag.
if you need heat for the winter, T is selling hot breath.
Hot breath.
That's
Hot
nasty.
prophetic breath.
That's very.
His hot breath will speak all your dreams.
$75 a bag. In this
Fuck, what?
$75 a
How
bag.
you gonna conceal that? How
Ziploc
you gonna
bag.
conceal that? How you gonna conceal
I
that?
wouldn't even do that. I just open the bag and close it.
That sounds nasty. That
I
just
wouldn't even breathe in that shit. I'd be like, it put hot breath on it.
T is
Ew.
also selling socks and underwear. So if you want to buy those too, his used garments will be on
No,
his,
it'll be brand
his
new.
own.
You know,
his
in
own
Japan they
Patreon.
do that. They have
Okay,
you
I'm
got
kidding.
the thing.
None of that
is
shit
like,
is happening.
They got a
and
vending-
they know
they got a
they
vending
do.
machine
Yeah,
with
they got a vending
underwear.
machine.
I've lost them
with
again.
underwear.
No,
I've lost them again.
they got a vending machine with women's underwear.
do.
That
How do you know this?
Because
You can look it
You
up.
don't know nothing about Japan, but you know that.
I know a lot about Japan. They got a bunch of
I
vending
ain't never heard you
machines
talk about Japan until you
But
talk
they
about some
do.
underwear in a vending machine.
They
Come on, man.
do.
How do
They
you
do.
know this? You put them in there?
How do you think I know? I used to live there. For goodness'
Did you
sake.
sell underwear in a vending machine?
No, but
Oh,
they
okay.
had that. They really do. There's used
Japan.
underwear.
Okay,
I
well,
wonder how much they get. You know what?
you know what? Never mind. Thank you.
That's it.
All right. So we have a lot of growth to happen. There'll be plenty more coming from us. We will get. This is all over the place, but this is her introduction, so we just had to give it to you raw.
I hope you
But
guys love me.
we will be here together for a while. It's our new digs, our new location overlooking downtown Dallas. We appreciate all the listens. We've gotten listens now in 9 countries, so we just continue to grow. So thank you everywhere from the UK, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico, America, obviously, and I forget the other one. There was another one that was kind of South Africa, random.
I
So
was gonna
thank you.
do accents for
I don't
them,
know
but
how
I
this
thought-
is happening,
I
but
thought
thank
it'd
you.
have been really fucking awkward. So
Yeah, they'll cancel us in all those 9 countries, including our own. Please don't do no
So
accents.
appreciate y'all. So I'm just gonna leave that at that and say appreciate y'all.
God, about to get us canceled. Okay, thank you from all over the world. I don't know how
Yeah.
this happened, but we just appreciate it. I love that we are getting so much support.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a new space where I think we're going to grow really well. So we'll see a lot more of you.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, does anybody else want to say anything, and then I'll close this out? Go ahead. Oh, anything you want to
Yes.
say to the audience? You can look right here in this camera.
Anyway, I love you guys. Can't wait to hear some questions, concerns,
Lots of comments. Jesus.
comments.
Tell
I'm
us
here.
tell her about her shit dating life. Continue, T.
Okay. My dating life is not shitty, okay? Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay, T.
What do you know about Cocaine George? Sorry, I was thinking about Blue.
No. Oh, my God.
Why?
This is the first movie that came into my head. Nah, man, just for real, everybody just stay positive and just keep on trying to go on. There's a lot of shit going on in the world that can bring you down, make you depressed, and all those other things. But you know, if you got family, confide in your family. If you don't have family, you got friends, and just make sure we take care of one another.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you again to everyone that listens. To the newcomers, we appreciate you for finding us however you did. To the consistency that we get from everyone else, thank you so much for supporting. And to the people that left, well, again, we hope you always gain something, even if you did leave. But we want you guys to stay with us, grow with us. Let's get our 1,000 likes. We need that 1,000 likes, 1,000 fans, 1,000 whatever. Just get everything in the thousands. We want, you don't have braids. Help us get this following up. Like, love, subscribe. Tell everybody, tell a friend, and tell a friend. The Prophetic Pod on everything. We also have a YouTube coming pretty soon, too, so you'll be able to see all these videos. So thank you, guys. You want to do it with me, T?
Go Switches.
That's not what I do. Bye.
Bye.